Muhammara. Muhammara. And you've got to do la. What's up, guys? I'm Susie with the MediterraneanDish.com. I'm all about easy, wholesome recipes with big Mediterranean flavors. Today, I'm going to show you a special dip called Muhammara. Muhammara is a Syrian dip made of roasted red peppers and walnuts. It is not hummus, so don't confuse it with hummus, but it is kind of like hummus' sexy or fancy cousin. So let's head to it and you will see how special this dip is. Let me walk you through the stars of this dip. We have roasted red peppers. So now I roasted my own red peppers in the oven last night and I took off the skins. You can also use red peppers from a jar. No big deal if you want to take that shortcut, but it's super easy to roast your own peppers and then have them ready overnight. And then I have walnuts and then garlic, tomato paste, breadcrumbs. For gluten-free people, get your own gluten-free breadcrumbs, no big deal. And then we have pomegranate molasses. If you don't have pomegranate molasses, you can also use honey and a little bit of lemon juice. We have two spices going on here that we'll be using. We have sumac, which adds a little bit of tang and depth. And then we have Aleppo pepper, which is super special to this particular recipe. This Aleppo pepper is a little bit sweet and just enough kick to it so it's not too spicy. And if you don't have it, grab it on the MediterraneanDish.com and just kind of hit the shop button and you'll find Aleppo pepper because it's important to this Muhammara recipe. All right, so we've got our roasted red peppers. They're nice and peeled and cored and all the good stuff. Again, you can use something from a can if you want to take that shortcut, no problem. These are 2 red peppers that have been roasted. I have my walnuts. These are toasted walnuts. 1 garlic clove. And then over here I have tomato paste. Tomato paste adds a lot of umami, you guys, and also helps the color too. So the word Muhammara actually means, it comes from the original ahmar, which is the color red, and this is definitely a red dip. Next up, breadcrumbs or gluten-free breadcrumbs if you need to. About a couple tablespoons of pomegranate molasses, or you can use a little bit of honey and lemon juice to kind of come up with that sweet and tangy flavor that pomegranate molasses gives you. Now we have a little bit of sugar, not too much. We're trying to come up with that very even flavor, you guys. And then we have sumac, lots of good color here. Aleppo pepper. And again, this recipe is originally from Aleppo, so this would be great if you get your hands on it. And pinch of cayenne. Now, some people love very super spicy Muhammara, so you just kind of play with that however you like. I'm just gonna add a tiny pinch, just enough to augment the Aleppo pepper and give it that bright, spicy flavor. And then to bring everything together, I have Greek extra virgin olive oil. I'm using Early Harvest here. Since you're not cooking the olive oil, use the best you can find. This one is also on the MediterraneanDish.com. Everything goes in one big bowl of my ancient food processor that wiggles. Do you see that? So old. I've had this since I got married. So if you have a recommendation for a good food processor or blender type thing that you use, let me know in the comments. I am in the market for one, so please let me know. Voila! Muhammara right here, you guys. It looks so good. I can smell all the flavors working in this beautiful red pepper dip dish, this beautiful thick and creamy roasted pepper and walnut dip right in here. This is a big deal, like as part of mezze, you guys. So like if you are doing, say, hummus, baba ganoush, all of that good stuff, usually you'll also find some muhammara. All right, and that's it for the roasted red pepper and walnut dip. please grab the recipe for Muhammara over on the MediterraneanDish.com. Make sure that you subscribe and follow this channel for more delicious videos, and I will see you later. Ciao.